The way Charlamagne the God and DJ Academics have been attacking each other over Jay-Z's name being included in the Epstein files, I'm starting to think these two aren't friends anymore, right? So Academics went on his stream and said Charlamagne the God got 200 million reasons not to speak on Jay-Z being in the Epstein files, alluding to Charlamagne being compromised after his iHeartMedia deal because iHeartMedia gave Charlamagne the God $200 million. And if Charlamagne the God can't speak on Epstein and Jay-Z because of the $200 million deal, that right there is the epitome of being compromised. You wouldn't say that about your friend publicly, right? Without speaking to him. Well, Charlamagne responded back to what I can only assume is that statement by Ak on his podcast with Andrew Schultz, where Charlamagne says, yo, the Jay-Z and Epstein stuff is hogwash. People who are covering it are compromised. And he would even say something weird, alluding to Jay-Z got something planning and coming for the Drake fan pages posting Jay-Z being in the Epstein files. But the thing is, Shade Room and everybody has been posting about Jay-Z being in the Epstein files. So for him to go out of way to point out, oh, these Drake fan pages are the one who's posting Jay-Z being in the Epstein files, he's talking about Akademiks TV, which obviously is a dig at Akademiks.
Eventually, it all catches up to you. And that's what we're seeing right now.
So there is justice to it. Yet we still are cherry picking, right? We still are choosing the people whose the allegations are unsubstantiated and the allegations probably mean something larger than what's there.
It depends what type of person you are. And this is what I mean by that. I don't just look at things and say, oh, that person's guilty because I want them to be guilty. I look at things and then I go do a little bit of research. Like when that story came out and it was like Eminem's in the Epstein files, Jay-Z's in the Epstein files, Pusha T's in the Epstein files. I'm like, I had to go see for myself. Mm-hmm. These are people that we grew up on, and I need to like, what? I had to go actually look. And then when you look and realize, oh, this is just a public hotline number that anybody can call and leave any type of message.
But believe all women, Charlotte.
No. Especially when it's a woman saying that they're 300. The woman literally said, if you read the Eminem story, she goes, my tape should be easy to find. I don't even know what year she put this, by the way. I didn't look and see what year it was. She put, my tape should be easy to find because I'm 300 pounds. I slept with Eminem. They drugged me and he had sex with me. When I woke up, Diddy was recording me.
That's a lot.
Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You see the story about Jay-Z. The woman is like, it was Jay-Z, Harvey Weinstein, Attorney General William Barr, and it was some CEO of some company. In 1996, Reasonable Doubt came out in 1996. Like, what are we doing? No disrespect to Pusha T. You know I love Pusha T. What the would Pusha T be doing around Harvey Weinstein in 2007? Like, what are we like in 2000? Why would Harvey Weinstein be around Pusha T in 2007? And all they said was Pusha T was a handler. That's what they said. He was a handler. What the does that even mean? This was clear bullshit, and you can see who pushes the narratives. Every Drake fan page ran with that. Oh, how convenient. The weekend that Pusha T, is nominated for Album of the Year at the Grammys and Rap Album of the Year at the Grammys, right? Like, oh, how convenient.
I think this is conspiratorial, and it doesn't make any sense, to be honest. Drake fan pages don't control when the Epstein files were released. Akademiks TV was not in charge of saying, yo, Pusha T was nominated, the Grammys is this day? Yo, release the Epstein files day before. What? Like, that's not, like, Akademiks TV don't control that. So Drake fan pages had no control over when the Epstein files were released. And when the Epstein files were released, there were people whose literal job was to scroll through it for hours to find any type of high-profile names included. Right? Drake fan pages weren't the first one to post that Jay-Z and Pusha T was included in the Epstein files. It was a pretty big deal because those are pretty high-profile people. So now put the blame on Drake fan pages, to me, is him trying to dismiss it as, these fan pages, are just lying and making up things on Pusha T and Jay-Z because, they're doing it on behalf of Drake because they're mad Pusha T was nominated. Like, that's not even, like, close, not even an iota to the truth, like, at all, whatsoever. But dismissing it at that, again, tells me, you're trying to protect your own interest, right? Because even say, like, yo, Jay-Z and Pusha T name being included in the Epstein files was a conspiracy among Drake fan pages, it's absurd to me. It doesn't even make sense to me at all. And the dissemination of their name being in the Epstein files was not started by Drake fan pages. It was started by political pages. So, Charlamagne will also go on again to allude, there's something coming towards the Drake fan pages way, aka Akademiks TV, and they better watch out because something is coming. Bro, listen, man, Jay-Z and Roc Nation has been terrorizing independent media and journalists for a while now. So at this point, tell them bring it on.
All of a sudden. And by the way, I'm going to say something. All of this shit is going to come out. I'm not even talking about FT5. I'm talking about low vibrational hip hop shit right now. All of this shit is going to come out, and you're going to see who is behind so much of this stuff.
What does that mean?
You'll see. You'll see who's getting paid. You'll see who's paying them. You'll see. All of this shit gonna come out sooner than later.
What does that mean?
Hey,
you gotta give more than that.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I don't never gotta give more than that. I give more than that when more of that comes out to give. Okay? Because more of that always comes out to give.
Okay? Wait a minute.
All I do is just give you the warnings. Like, boom, watch. And then everybody gonna be sitting back like, oh, shit. All of this shit is really targeted all the time.
Are you saying that there might be a system that exists not only within hip hop, but within all forms of media where certain accounts collaborate and target other people by the use of bots and misinformation?
And the crazy,
I think they're giving too much credit to these fan pages and Stan Wars on Twitter. Now, Akademiks will respond back to that. Again, at least what I think will be a response to that, because Akademiks would hop on stream and he would essentially do something very effective. He will play Charlamagne the God's words and opinions before the Epstein files were released, and then after the Epstein files were released. And you will see a severe contradiction in Charlamagne the God's words and takes about people who are included in the files blanketly.
But he seems, this is before the list comes out, he seems to be asking, well, why? Or let's talk about it. Why aren't we talking about it? I love when people say things like that. We should talk about it.
By the way, this is not exclusive to Charlamagne the God. A lot of people wanted that list out until the list came out and they seen their homies on it.
Hear it again.
News works. Because Bill Clinton, wrote a letter to, Jeffrey Epstein as well for his birthday, but nobody's talking about that. And Jeffrey Epstein had a picture of Bill Clinton in a dress and high heels. In his New York mansion, but nobody's talking about that. My thing is this: I don't care who's on the list.
I like that.
About that. My thing is this: I don't care who's on the list. Everybody got to go.
Hold up now.
I don't care who's on the list. Everybody got to go.
Wait,
nobody's talking about that. My thing is this: I don't care who's on the list. Everybody got to go.
Wait, hold up a mother second.
Talking about that. My thing is this: I don't care who's on the list. Everybody got to go.
Now, I keep telling y'all, give me the rules, I rock with it. Hold up now.
But nobody's talking about that. My thing is this: I don't care who's on the list. Everybody got to go. Burn it all down.
Wait, hold on. Wait a minute.
If we're being honest here, there is a difference between Jay-Z and Prince Andrews in their involvement in the Epstein files. So in that regard, we can't say Charlamagne the God is fully compromised because there is a difference here. But when the Epstein files dropped, I thought we were all on the same page. Everybody in the Epstein files need to be investigated. The tips that came in that weren't fully vetted, fully investigated because they kind of just dismissed it as crazy talk needs to be investigated. I'm not saying Charlamagne the God should automatically believe these accusations. What I'm saying is just because Jay-Z is your homie doesn't mean you automatically dismiss it. We should all be on the same page. We should all say, I don't know if I believe these allegations against Jay-Z, but because it's in the Epstein files, we believe the allegations should be fully investigated and vetted. A lot of these tips that came in were not fully investigated and vetted. There were cliff notes saying we didn't really find it credible. Them not finding it credible means they heard the story. They didn't really think that it really needed to be fully investigated because they had other things to worry about. I'm saying now that we know everything, we need every allegation investigated. There needs to be a full investigation into Jay-Z and these allegations. And if he's found innocent, then we all come and say, hi, y'all crazy. But to automatically dismiss it without calling for a full investigation, I'm like, wow, why don't you want for allegations against women and children to be fully investigated. Now, Akademiks would go in, alluding to Charlamagne the God being compromised.
Every word that's said. It's funny how the news works. That's what Charlamagne says. It's funny how the news works. Oh, we heard this about Bill Clinton and Epstein, but nobody want to talk about it. Isn't that kind of ironic about what I've been saying? After the list came out, I seen some shit. I'm like, all right, let's talk about it. Why you want to talk about that? Wait, what? Let me just play this again. Maybe I have to change the speed. It might be a little bit too fast. Can I change the speed? Can I change the speed?
It's funny how the news works. Because Bill Clinton, wrote a letter to, Jeffrey Epstein as well for his birthday, but nobody's talking about that. Mm-hmm. And Jeffrey Epstein had a picture of Bill Clinton in a dress in high heels, in his New York mansion, but nobody's talking about that. My thing is this. I don't care who's on the list. Everybody got to go. Mm-hmm. Burn it all down. Yeah. Like, that's just simple as that. Mutually assured destruction.
Burn it all down.
Whoever's on that list need to go. Nobody needs to be protecting pedophiles. I don't care what party they are.
Nobody needs to be protecting the PDFs. And we don't care what party they are. That's a motto I could get with. I like that. I like that type of talk. Oh, yeah. Let's get it. Yeah. Now they dropped the files. And would you believe?
I want to get to the Pusha T, Jay-Z, Eminem of it all, because that's what went crazy on my algorithm. I have one question. There's one question for the room. What do hate more? Reading or accountability? What y'all think?
Accountability.
Reading.
I think reading too. Okay. I think reading as well.
Charlamagne's response to this would be, well, if there were any real evidence against Jay-Z in the Epstein files, evidence that was corroborated by other people, then I will be on him as well. But that's the point of the Epstein files, right? As Ak will point out, a lot of the things that came out are witnesses' statements and accounts. Now, witnesses are given statements and accounts of what happened to them. It's a he said, she said game. And when it comes to he said, she said with powerful and elite people, the powerful and elite people usually win that game, which is why a lot of the creeps, like Prince Andrews and others, they haven't been charged, right? A lot of the creeps, like Bill Gates and other people who are in the Epstein files, a lot of billionaires who are documented to have gone on an island, they haven't been charged. Because a lot of the statements against them are he said, she said. And they're labeled as, we haven't found any reason why this would be credible, so we haven't locked up this billionaire who's been on an Epstein Island 20 times. And if the FBI is saying that none of these statements are credible enough for us to lock up these billionaires and other people involved, then Akademiks is now asking Charlamagne, okay, well then, why are we going after this billionaire and that billionaire and that billionaire? Why are you more inclined to believe the allegations against those billionaires and not your billionaire? Well, Jay-Z's a billionaire.
Okay, I don't understand why y'all are so quick to want to tear our own down without doing just a little bit of...
Wait, hold the up.
Who's on the list? Everybody got to go. Burn it all down.
Wait, hold the up.
Okay, I don't understand why y'all are so quick to want to tear our own down without...
Wait, no, hold the up.
My thing is this. I don't care who's on the list. Everybody got to go. Burn it all down.
Yeah.
Wait. The majority of the files could not be corroborated. That's why no one's in custody. There isn't... the files we currently have, there's nobody saying, hey, based on this and this, you should charge this person for this offense at this time. This is why we're about to have hearings about this. So essentially, that's what I was saying. We got a bunch of uncorroborated shit about everybody. How do we pick and choose who to talk about? Me, I say talk about them all. Investigate the president, investigate Elon, investigate this guy, investigate that guy, investigate Pusha T, investigate Jay-Z, investigate Eminem. That's what I say. Everybody.
let me know what y'all think, okay? Whose side are you guys on? Akademiks or Charlamagne, okay? Whose side are you guys on in in this propaganda war? Let me know, okay? And if you're still watching this video and you want to watch another dope video, then click on this video here somewhere on my screen. Somewhere here, or here on my screen to find out how LA gang members just got exposed and humiliated by Mexicans. I'm going to see you guys in this video here somewhere on my screen, okay? And if you enjoy my videos, you get 3 hypes a week. Please send a hype to my video. It's a new YouTube feature that helps you promote the small creators you like. Please send a hype to my video to help me push my videos in the algorithm. I'm going to see you guys in this next video, okay? I'm out of here, folks. Peace.